preparing a PhD in social anthropology at the Center for Indian and South Asian Studies in Paris. I came across my field of research, the Zoroastrian diaspora, while living a couple of years ago in India and Pakistan. I especially became familiar with the Zoroastrian community of Karachi and soon found it fascinating. How did this ethnic religious minority of Persian descent live its faith in a predominantly Muslim environment? I soon realized there were less than 2,000 Zoroastrians left in the whole of Pakistan, and that many family members had settled for the past 30 years in the UK, in North America, and other countries overseas, contributing to the formation of a growing diaspora. Zoroastrians, or Parsis as they are known on the Indian subcontinent, are also extremely literate, usually wealthy, and I was not surprised to discover the systematic and organized manner in which they were using the web to connect Zoroastrian communities to one another. The study of the e-Diaspora therefore became one of the pillars of my research. I was lucky to be able to base myself on an extensive study I had previously written on the Zoroastrian community of Karachi, its demographics, and most importantly, the perceptions on out-migration by those still living in the home country, Pakistan. When I started to study the Zoroastrian diaspora, I soon realized that my findings would be connected to those of my previous study and my general understanding of the Zoroastrian diaspora. More than that, they would highlight the contributions of the e-Diaspora in the development of the diaspora community in general. One of the key features of the Zoroastrian diaspora is the systematic setup of Zoroastrian associations to organize a community in a particular area and create a sense of belonging. In my corpus, the websites of these associations are real hubs. A few cross-country or regional associations bringing together Zoroastrians from different parts of the world have actually gained a lot of visibility and credibility through the development of a website. Besides, the e-Diaspora also reflects the complexity of intra-community divisions between different Zoroastrian communities and schools of thought. In that sense, the web is no response to the long-standing opposition between the Orthodox and the liberals, which is particularly characteristic of Parsi communities in India and widely reproduced in the diaspora. The web also accelerates the emergence of a universal conception of what it is to be Zoroastrian. For such a scattered community, it is an essential tool to discuss community matters and give a greater profile to a community which is so much affected by the demographic crisis it faces. The web has certainly proved to be revolutionary in the field of matchmaking, since it has allowed many Zoroastrians living far apart to meet online. More interestingly, and this is one of the key findings of my research, the e-Diaspora supports and accelerates a new balance of power, with diaspora communities getting more and more influential compared to communities in India and Pakistan, which are dwindling rapidly. What immediately comes out of the visual analytics of the 159 websites which form my corpus is the high concentration of websites based in the United States and Canada, more than 37%, which shows the growing importance of the North American diaspora, which so far only represents about 10% of the overall Zoroastrian population, but has already become very influential.